I have discovered the teachings which the Samyak Sambuddhas, or the completely and totally enlightened ones that came before, adhered to. So, if it was in the Vedas, and the Rig Veda is definitely older than the Buddha, then Bhagwan Buddha would be shown to be wrong.
अब ऋग्वेद र यो पतञ्जल सूत्रमै जाउँ.
Now, let us go to the Rig Veda and the Patanjali Sutra itself. In the Rig Veda, there are 3 places where the word Vipashyati appears. But as I already mentioned, Vipashyati is a Sanskrit word, just like Nirvan is also a Sanskrit word, which was transformed into Nibbana in Pali. But the meaning of these words in the Rig Veda is not the same. We also share the word karma or kamma in Pali, but here too, the meaning is not the same. So the word Vipashyati is used in 3 places in the Rig Veda.
र यो म आफैले त्यति वेद अध्ययन गरेको छैन मैले, तर विज्ञहरूबाट यो श्लोकहरू निकालेको हो मैले.
And while I myself have not studied the Vedas much, I have obtained these verses from experts in the Vedas. The meanings of these verses have also been provided by these experts. And Western authorities of the Vedas have also given the same meaning. In the 3rd mandal or book of the Rig Veda, in the 62nd, point 9, it says,
यो विश्वाभि विपश्यति भुवनासं च पश्यति सन पुषाविता भुवत्.
Yo Vishwabhi Vipashyati Bhuvana Samcha Pashyati Sa Na Pushavita Bhuvat. The meaning of this is the one who looks after the world in a special way. So here the word used is special, which has the same meaning as the word Vishesha, from which the V part of Vipassana comes. So looks after the world in a special way. And who does the looking after? It says Pushadev, or the sun god. And it continues, may he be our protector. Well, we can see that this verse does not have any connection with Vipassana, the Vipassana that we defined earlier, and that which is considered to be Vipassana in Buddhist systems.
त्यसपछि 10औं मण्डलको 125.4 मा मयासो अन्नमति यो विपश्यति.
Then in the 10th mandal, in the 125th.4, it says, Maya so annamati yo vipashyati. So here there is the word vipashyati, ya praniti, ya imsrito yuktam. Amantavo mam ta upachiyanti, shutta shadhivam te vadami. The meaning of this is being's ability to breathe, ability to see well. Now here Vipashyati refers to the ability to see well, and ability to eat food is through me, Vagdevi's or speech goddess's help. Those who do not know my strength will be destroyed. O wise friends, take heed. What I have said is a matter of faith. Now here too, this has no relation at all to Buddhist Vipassana.
अब अर्को एक ठाउँमा मात्रै विपश्यति विपस्वी यस्ता शब्दहरू आउँछन्.
Then there is one more place in which the words Vipasshi, Vipashyati, Vipashvi and words like this appear, which is in the 10th mandal, in the 187.4. Yo Vishwabhi Vipashyati Bhuvana Samcha Pashyati Sana Parshadati Dvisha. Here the word Vipashyati means looks at all the world with differing forms. The one who looks at all the world with differing forms and looks upon them together, may Agni or the fire god protect us from the wickedness of enemies.
त यो सम्पूर्ण ऋग्वेदमा विपस्वी विपश्यति भन्ने सब विपස්සनासँग नजिक भएको शब्द.
So these are the verses in the entirety of the Rig Veda which contain words Vipashvi, Vipashyati, etc. That is the words that are close to Vipassana. But their meanings do not accord with any Buddhist Vipassana. Except for these instances, this word is not found anywhere else in the Rig Veda.
पतञ्जल सूत्र यो एउटा बुझ्नुपर्छ कि वेददेखि लिएर पतञ्जल सूत्रसम्म हिन्दू हो।
Now for the Patanjali Sutra, first we have to remember that from the Vedas to the Patanjali Sutra, they are all Hindu. And when we talk about the Hindu religion, we must remember that they all believe in Atma, or unchanging self. So because they believe in an Atma, then realizing this Atma, or self-realization, is considered to be mukti or moksha, or liberation. Whereas Vipassana, as we mentioned before, is done on anitya or impermanence, dukkha or suffering, anatma or no self, and shunya or emptiness. So note that in Buddhism, it is anatma or no self. There it is atmagyan or self-realization, and here it is anatmagyan or realization of no self, anatta in Pali. From this comparison itself, the difference is apparent.
त्यसै कारण पतञ्जलिमा ऋग्वेदमा विपसना हुने भन्ने सम्भावनै छैन। अब पतञ्जलि नै लिउँ,
That is why it is not possible for there to be Vipassana in Rigved or in Patanjali Sutra. But let's go ahead and look at Patanjali Sutra at the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th verses of the Samadhi Pad. It says, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, or yog means the cessation of the activity of the mind. Now this verse aligns with shamatha in our Buddhist terminology. Because in shamatha, the activity of the mind ceases and it focuses only on one thing.
यही नै योग भनेर भनिएको छ। यस शब्दमा विपसनाको प्रश्न उठ्दैन।
And they are calling this yog. Thus, in this context, the question of vipassana does not even arise. This was the 2nd verse. In the 3rd verse, it says,
द्रष्टा स्वरूपे अवस्थानम। द्रष्टा भनेको त्यो थाहा पाउने हेर्नेवाला।
Drashta Swarupe Vasthanam. Here, drashta means knower, watcher, or seer, which as per Buddhism, in Shankaracharya's texts such as Drikdrishya Vivek, is considered to be Atma, or unchanging self. So, drashta Swarupe Vasthanam, which means that when the activity of the mind ceases, then the drashta, or the one who is seeing, or the knower, is Swarupe Vasthanam, that is, they remain in their own nature. So what does own nature mean here?
अनित्य दुःख अनात्मा भने हो कि यो हिन्दू धर्ममा त कुरै मिल्दैन यो त।
Does it mean anitya or impermanence, dukkha or suffering, and anatma or no self? No, because these do not align with Hindu beliefs. It cannot be these that are meant in Hinduism. Particularly since there is Atma, it is not possible that they considered it to be anitya, dukkha, and anatma. Shankaracharya has clearly defined in the Tattva Bodh,
आत्मा करी आत्मा के हो? सत चित आनन्द स्वरूप।
Atma Tarik, meaning what is Atma? It is Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. Repeating again, what is Atma? Atma Tarika. It is Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. So Sat, Chit and Ananda. What is Sat? Shankaracharya has defined it in the Tattva Bodh itself, and it applies here too in the case of Patanjali. It is
कालत्रय अपि तिष्ठति। तीनटै कालमा एकनाश जो नबदलिकन रहन्छ, यसले अनित्यको विरोध भयो।
Kalatraya api tishtatiti, meaning that which remains the same without changing in all 3 times, that is, in the past, present, and future. And this definition contradicts anitya, or impermanence. Chit means the one who knows, or the knower. The knower is called Chit. This one word, in some way, agrees with the Buddhist practice of looking with Smriti Samprajanya, or mindfulness and awareness. But this Hindu Chit, or knower, is Sat, or unchanging. Whereas in the Buddhist practice of Smriti Samprajanya, in its Vipassana, even the knower is anitya, or impermanent, dukkha or suffering, anatma or no self, and shunya or empty. So in this way as well, the Hindu description does not accord with the Buddhist Vipassana. Now looking at Ananda or bliss, this arises in any type of meditation, whether Vipassana or Shamatha. A type of bliss spontaneously springs forth. Next in the 4th verse, it says,
वृत्ति सारूप्यम इतवत्र।
vritti sarupyam itavatra,
नत्र भने
which means, otherwise, the activities of the mind is considered to be itself by the drashta or seer. Now, looking at vipassana, does it consider chaita or mental activity? In the Mahayana Abhidharmic language, it is called chaita. Does it consider chaita itself to be anitya or impermanence, dukkha or suffering, anatma or no self? Or does it consider the observation through smriti samprajanya or mindfulness and awareness to be permanent and eternal? And therefore, when we look at the entirety of what is written in the Patanjali Sutra, at what is said before and after what Goenkaji and the various people connected with him are referring to, their claim does not hold true. There is a verse,
द्रष्टा शुद्धो दिष्ट मात्र, द्रष्टा देख्ने मात्र हो, शुद्धो अपि र शुद्ध छ,
Drashta Shuddho Drishta Matra, meaning the Drashta is only the seer, and it goes on to say, Shuddho Api, meaning is pure, and then Pratyaya Anupashyaya, meaning still it tends to see via conditions. Goenkaji and others have clutched on to this word and the word Shuddha or pure and linking them to Vipassana, saying that it is just pure looking, only looking. But here, this still does not accord with what is said before and after this verse in the entirety of the text. Drashta, which means the one who sees, and this signifies that it is seeing only, right? But in Buddhism, even this seeing only is anitya or impermanence, dukkha or suffering, anatma or no self, and shunya or emptiness. This verse just quoted is in the Sadhana Pad 2.20. Thus, it cannot be said in any manner that Buddhist Vipassana also exists in Patanjali Sutra. We can state this based on all the various reasons we have just talked about.
गोएङ्काजीले के कारणले भन्नुभयो, किन भन्नुभयो, कसले बताएको के हो, उहाँ अल्मलिनु भयो कि के हो, तर ऋग्वेदमा पनि विपස්සना छ, पतञ्जल सूत्रमा पनि विपස්සना छ भन्ने चाहिँ गलत हो.
I am not sure for what reason Goenkaji said this, why he said it, if someone told him this or if he got confused. But to say that Vipassana also exists in the Rig Veda and also in Patanjali is false. First of all, that would contradict the words of the Buddha because he himself has said,
नसुनेको अनुसुप्तेषु.
what he taught was an-anu-sutesu, meaning that which was not known of or heard of in that time. But the Vedas were heard in the time of the Buddha, as they already existed then. It is called Shruti, or that which is heard. Its name itself is Shruti. So from this, the statement of Goenkaji's is proven to be false. Plus, the Buddha knew of the Vedas. He had great Vedic Brahmins as his disciples, and none of them mentioned anything of this. It is not found mentioned in any sutras. And on examining the verses in the Rig Veda itself, Buddhist Vipassana cannot be found anywhere. Similarly, in the Patanjali Sutra. In any case, the Patanjali Sutra came after the Buddha, and Professor Dr. S.N. Dasgupta in his work, History of Indian Philosophy, has clearly said that
पतञ्जलको अष्टाङ्ग मार्ग भनेर जुन लेख्नु भयो त्यो बौद्ध धर्मको अष्टाङ्गिक मार्गलाई
Patanjali's Ashtanga Marga, or his eight-limbed path, was made to appear like the Buddhist Ashtangika Marga, or the Noble Eightfold Path, by Hinduizing it, by rearranging certain things to try and make it match the Hindu belief in Atma. So, it would not be surprising if the word Vipassana appeared in it, but that word does not appear there. It would also have been possible for some similar thing like Vipassana to appear in it because it came after the Buddha, but that is also not there. As we just reviewed in the verses, that text holds a belief in Atma. Therefore, why is it that Vipassana cannot be in these texts? Because Vipassana means to look at anitya or impermanence, dukkha or suffering, anatma or no self, and shunya or emptiness.
हिन्दू प्रणालीमा आत्मा हेर्ने हो.
And in Hindu systems, they look at Atma or unchanging self. And Atma is Sat, It is Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means unchanging self, and that which is unchanging cannot be anitya or impermanent, and cannot be shunya or emptiness either. And we can talk about a lot of other points here. For example, how does such Sat or unchanging Atma know? But that is a different context. But for example, how can something that does not change know? Because knowing is a function or a process. A process implies change, and when there is change, there is anitya or impermanence. Now, if the drashta or seer mentioned here cannot know because it does not change, then what would be the point of it? That would be unconsciousness. So there are separate additional questions such as this. But as we stated before, Vipassana cannot be found in the Patanjali Sutra, where the word itself is not found. And although the word Vipashyati is found in 2 places, in the 3rd and 10th mandal of the Rig Veda, there it means a different type of seeing, used in contexts such as looking at the world, may the god Agni be looking at us, etc.
यति भनेर आजको यही टुङ्गाउन जान्छु.
So having given these points, I will end here today.
एतत् साधन पुण्येन सर्वे सर्वगता पदं प्राप्नुवन्तु जयन्तु च कुशलं कर्म वैरिरं जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि स्वरूपावर्तपूरित्वात् मोचयाम सर्वसत्वान् दुर्गमात् भवसागरात्.